Hey guys, today we are going to start a new series, that is Azure Event Grid. Now in this video we will discuss what is Azure Event Grid and why we should use it, and then we will discuss the basic concepts in Azure Event Grid, and these are event publisher or source, event itself, then topic, then event subscription, and finally event handler. Now guys, what is Azure Event Grid, right? So Azure Event Grid, it is a event routing service. In simple words, understand that whenever an event occurs, the subscriber or the service which is interested to listen or to receive that event, that service, it gets notified. Okay. Now guys, in this series, for simplicity, let's assume that event, it can be blob uploaded, or message has arrived in service bus queue, or IoT device has disconnected. So of course guys, there can be many more types of events as well, but for simplicity, let's imagine these three types of events. Okay. So again guys, if you see this screen, we may have an event where, let's say, a blob is uploaded or message has arrived in service bus queue, right? So whenever this type of event occurs, Event Grid, it can notify the required subscribers or the services which are interested to listen to this event, and the service, it can be, let's say, Azure function or webhook. So guys, what is this webhook? Don't worry, we will discuss and see it practically in our upcoming videos. Then another service, it can be event hub or it can be service bus queue. So in simple words, whenever such event occurs, the interested parties or interested services, they get notified. They get notified, it means they receive that event. Okay, and that event itself, it will not contain that entire blob, or that event itself, it will not contain that entire service bus message. Okay, so that event, it just contains the information that the blob has been uploaded. So for example, that event or that notification, it will contain the URL of the blob. So that's it. After that, it is the duty of those interested parties or those services to go to that blob storage and do whatever they want to do. Okay, but that blob itself or that service bus message itself, it is not present in that event. Okay, so the job of this event grid is just to notify the interested party, but after notifying, what that service or what that interested party does with that uploaded blob or with that service bus message, it is not the concern of event grid. So again, it is just a fire and forget model. So again, this event grid, it just sends the notification and that's it. It does not know what that receiver service does with that event. Okay, and now you can guess, using event grid, we can build event driven serverless architectures. And again, finally, using event grid, we can integrate multiple services or apps together and we can build data pipeline. And now let us discuss these basic components in event grid. So first thing guys, obviously there will be event source, and the source, it can be again storage account, service bus queue, and many more. And obviously guys, we can have our own custom event source as well. So what I mean is, from our C# or .NET code, we can publish our custom events as well, and we will see it in action in our upcoming videos. Okay, but again, as you can guess, there has to be some event source. Then this event source, it will create or it will publish something called event. So what is this event? So in simple words, consider that this event is just some data. For example, guys, can you see this sample event? So it is just a sample JSON data, and we are more interested in this data. See, and you can see the make is BMW and the model is X4. So again, I mean, it is just some dummy data, and we are interested in this event type, that is record is inserted. But my point is that this event is nothing but some sample data. Okay, now guys, before we understand this topic, let's first understand what is this event subscription and what is this event handler. Okay, so this event subscription is nothing but some process or some mechanism through which interested party or interested service, they can register themselves to receive those events or notification. Okay, so for example, let's say there is some payment service or some order service, and that service, it wants to get notified whenever such type of event occurs. Okay, so it is just some mechanism or some process. But guys, now let's say this payment service, it has registered itself to get notified whenever an event occurs, right? But then how this event grid will come to know that what is that payment service, where is that payment service, or how to reach to that payment service, right? So for that we have this event handler. And event handler, it can be, let's say, Azure function, it can be webhook, and many more. So in simple words, whenever an event occurs, this subscribed service, it gets notified, and then that event handler, let's say that Azure function, it will get called. Okay, and finally let us discuss what is this topic. See guys, this event source, it emits or it creates the events, right? And this event subscription, that is this interested party, it has registered himself to receive those event notifications, right? But then there has to be some common place where information about these events is stored. So basically what happens is, this event source, it will publish those events to this topic. So in simple words, consider a topic is nothing but an endpoint, or for simplicity consider it is just some URL. So all the events, those will be published to this topic, and ultimately our interested party or our interested service, it will subscribe to this topic only. And so now you can imagine end-to-end flow. So first this event source, it will create events, those events, those will be published to this topic. Now this event subscription, that is this interested service, it has subscribed to this topic. So whenever that event is sent to this topic, this interested service, it will come to know, and finally this event handler, let's say Azure function, it will get invoked. Okay, and guys, finally I wanted to add a couple of these points. See guys, understanding concepts is really important, and that's why we are covering this theory. But I know even after going through this video, you may still have some doubts and confusion. And trust me guys, these doubts, they will get clarified when we see a few practical examples. So till then, if you still have some doubts, I will request, please by heart those concepts in Event Grid. So that's it guys. Thanks for listening.